Chiefs Kingdom News, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you to every single subscriber for the love, the passion, and the unwavering support so far. Chiefs Kingdom, your energy is felt every single day, and we do this because of you. Let's get right into it, because there is a lot to talk about, and it all matters. Chiefs Kingdom, let me ask you something right out of the gate. Are we witnessing another defining crossroads moment in Kansas City football history? A moment that could shape not just the 2026 season, but the legacy of one of the greatest tight ends to ever play the game. Because right now, all eyes are on Travis Kelce, his future, and what comes next for this dynasty in red and gold. Here's the latest. Travis Kelce has not officially announced whether he'll return for the 2026 NFL season. 13 seasons in the league, 11 straight Pro Bowls, 3 Super Bowl championships, a future first-ballot Hall of Famer. At 36 years old, with nothing left to prove and a life off the field that now includes an upcoming marriage to global music icon Taylor Swift, retirement would not shock anyone. And yet, the feeling around the league, and especially inside the Chiefs' orbit, is cautiously optimistic. According to respected NFL insider Deanna Rossini, multiple people close to Kelce believe he could return for at least one more season. And the key phrase here, Chiefs Kingdom, is this: it's looking more real than ever. Kelce hasn't made his final call yet, but momentum appears to be building toward one more run, one more season, one more chase. And if that gives you goosebumps, you're not alone. To understand why this matters so much, you have to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. This is not just about a tight end deciding whether to play football again. This is about the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the most storied franchises in NFL history, standing at another turning point. This organization has seen it all, from the early glory days with Len Dawson to the heartbreak years, to the defensive dominance of Derek Thomas, to the consistency and class of Tony Gonzalez. And then came the modern era, the Andy Reid era, the Patrick Mahomes era, a golden age that delivered Super Bowl championships in 1969, then again in 2020, 2023, and 2024. A run that firmly placed Kansas City among the NFL's elite dynasties. And at the heart of it all, right there alongside Mahomes, has been Travis Kelce. Let's break it down. Kelce is not just a tight end, he's a matchup nightmare. He lines up in line, in the slot, split wide. He reads defenses the same way Mahomes does. Zone coverage, he finds the soft spot. Man coverage, he uses leverage and footwork like a wide receiver. In Andy Reid's offense, the tight end isn't just a safety valve, it's a primary weapon. And Kelce has been the ultimate expression of that philosophy. Even in 2025, with his numbers dipping slightly by his own historic standards, Kelce was still a major factor. 76 receptions, 851 yards, 5 touchdowns, all 17 games played. No missed time. Still durable, still reliable, still commanding double coverage in the red zone, that critical area inside the opponent's 20-yard line where games are won and lost. And here's something that doesn't show up on the stat sheet: his leadership, his voice in the locker room, his connection with Mahomes. Young players, from receivers to running backs like Isaiah Pacheco, talk about how Kelce sets the tone in practice, in meetings, and on game day. You don't replace that easily. You don't replace that at all. Now let's talk about the other massive storyline hanging over this franchise: Patrick Mahomes. The quarterback, the team's on-field general, the creative genius behind so many jaw-dropping moments, suffered a torn ACL and LCL in his left knee during Week 15 against the Chargers. It was a gut punch, a rare reminder that even the most dynamic players in the sport are human. Surgery followed, and the recovery timeline is roughly 9 months. If everything goes perfectly, Mahomes could be cleared just in time for Week 1 of the 2026 NFL season. And this is where things get really interesting. People close to Kelce believe that Mahomes' rehab, the grind, the challenge of coming back from a major injury, could be a motivating factor. Kelce has said before that he wants to go out on a high note. He seriously considered retirement after the 2024 season, but that 40-22 loss to the Eagles in Super Bowl LIX, that didn't sit right with him. That loss lit a fire. It created unfinished business. One league analyst put it this way, saying, Travis Kelce doesn't want his last memory to be walking off the field after a blowout loss. He wants to write the final chapter himself, and that feels exactly right. Imagine this scenario. Mahomes fighting his way back, rehabbing every day, pushing his body to return to form. Kelce alongside him, not just as a target on Sundays, but as a stabilizing force through the week, a security blanket for a quarterback who thrives on timing, trust, and chemistry. That connection between Mahomes and Kelce has been the backbone of this offense for nearly a decade. Tactically, it matters too. Andy Reid's play calling leans heavily on pre-snap reads, motion, and spacing. Kelce's football IQ allows Reid to disguise concepts, to turn simple looks into explosive plays. 3rd and 6, Kelce knows where the sticks are. Red zone, Kelce boxes out defenders like a power forward. 2-minute drill, Mahomes looks for 87 almost instinctively. And comparatively, when you look at the numbers with Mahomes on the field versus games where defenses manage to limit him, the difference is noticeable. Completion percentage goes up, time to throw goes down, turnover-worthy plays decrease. That's not coincidence, that's trust. And let's not forget the atmosphere where all this happens. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium, one of the loudest venues in all of sports. A place where the tomahawk chop echoes through the Midwest, where opposing quarterbacks struggle to hear signals, where December games feel like controlled chaos. Chiefs Kingdom turns that building into a weapon, and Kelce has fed off that energy his entire career. Now yes, Kelce is an unrestricted free agent. Technically, he could sign elsewhere, but let's be real. There has been zero indication that he wants to wear another uniform. This is home. This is where his legacy lives. One former Chiefs player recently joked, "I can't even picture Travis Kelce in another jersey. It would feel wrong." Chiefs Kingdom would agree. Looking ahead then, what does this all mean for the 2026 season? If Kelce returns and Mahomes is healthy, the Chiefs immediately re-enter the Super Bowl conversation. The AFC is brutal. The Bills, the Bengals, the Ravens, and never forget the AFC West rivalries, the Raiders, Broncos, and Chargers, games that are always physical, always emotional. But Kansas City has something those teams still chase: championship DNA. Defensively, with Chris Jones anchoring the line and continuing to collapse pockets, the Chiefs remain disruptive. Offensively, even as the roster evolves, the system remains elite. Add one more year of Kelce, one more year of experience for younger receivers, and suddenly this offense looks dangerous again. So here we are, Chiefs Kingdom, waiting, watching, wondering, will Travis Kelce come back for one last ride? Will he help guide Patrick Mahomes through his comeback? Will the Chiefs chase yet another Lombardi trophy and add to a legacy that already feels legendary? Stay locked in right here with Chiefs Kingdom News. Subscribe, stay loud, stay proud, and get ready because the road to the next season is already heating up. This is the Chiefs we love. This is the Chiefs we know. In Chiefs Kingdom, the story is far from over.